let's clear and ground the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be Scorpio, August 2025 energy forecast. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take the resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which side you are on. All of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel where you will find your tarot today, monthlies, yearly, all of that nicely organized there for you. This is the perk of a live stream. But you know, for those of you who are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. As you know, I read energy, so whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus, stellium, dealing with the Scorpio, or if you just happen to be in here, there may be a message here for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing here right off the bat is that there has been a lot of like spying energy is what I'm picking up. So somebody here is trying to see if somebody is up to no good or if they are actually loyal towards their family or whoever they said they were going to be loyal to. And so because I see here there somebody here is feeling some level of distance. They're just kind of like, you know, perhaps there used to be a lot of time spent together, but lately there's not a lot of time spent together, like that kind of energy. And so somebody here is trying to not let that affect the connection and have more momentum within this connection. And so whether that is more time spent together, more communication, or etc., I just kind of feel like things are trying to be more quicker. Okay, hello. I don't know if they do they say anything. Hello, hi Noah. Hello Savage, hello Noah. So yeah, somebody here has been trying to balance between their work and everything else. I see here that when it comes to work, there has been some level of conflict. And it largely has to do with the fact that somebody doesn't like somebody like having a good time and having fun and spending quality time with people outside of work. So somebody here is very like domineering. They, yeah, it's a very like selfish energy. Okay, hello Kaden, welcome. So but it doesn't matter because like the people that doesn't want this person to like get what they want, they're only playing themselves because like if it's almost I'm getting kind of like vacation time, something about or something similar like that. But an example coming up is like vacation time. Somebody here thinks like, oh, this person is like actually taking their vacation time, and somebody here is like making them feel like guilty or something like that. Oh, so sweet. What? This thing. Sometimes the chat for this is not the best. Noah wrote, sorry, I wish I could make your day by donating, but I can't. But I will do. What I will do is like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. All right. That sounds good. Yes, hello, Kaden. I'm well. How are you guys doing? All right, so good, good, excellent. Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. So yeah, so whoever is doing like the self-sabotaging and trying to make somebody's life like a living hell, like or something like that, it's like they're only making it worse for themselves. So if somebody here is just like, why are they always on their back, etc., just know that like it's backfiring on them, you know. So okay, what else do we need to know? What's the advice or anything else we need to know? So there's going to be, it's like somebody here is trying to be strategic. Okay. Oh, something. Oh, no, I wrote, I can see it in you. Have a loving, kind heart. Oh, that is so sweet. Takes one to know one. Takes one to know one, right? All right. So what I'm seeing here is somebody is really going to. Oh no 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 no! Sorry, somebody here was trying to be a disruption, a disruption. Anyways, so no 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 L no 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 no. Okay, let's approach the space with respect. Okay, all right. So what I'm seeing here is somebody here is going to dedicate like a fun time, specifically fun time. They're going to make it a point. They're tired of like putting things on the back burner. They feel like they've been neglecting somebody that really adores them. Okay? All right. So okay. So I know some of you guys are wanting to know more of like, personal questions and stuff like that. But at this time, let's just focus on the messages coming in, shall we? Focus, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. All right, let's keep it respectful in the chat, okay? Respectful. So I'm gonna do the spinny spin. So by the time we finish this, if we get 5 more likes, then I'll do all signs, which is from Aries through Pisces. Okay, so 1 and a 2 and a oh. Okay, ready? 1 and a 2 and a what's this one? Okay, everybody relax. Alright, let's go ahead and clear the bell. Okay, clear, ring the bell, clear the bell. Okay, ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Let's just contain ourselves. But I think we got a little too excited. Okay, ready? 1 and a 2 and a love. Okay. All right. So somebody here wants to know more about their love. The energies. It's crazy. What do we need to know? I wanted to say Aries. Okay. So maybe there's a strong Aries placement coming through. Nice. Let's see what we have here. Oh, thank you. Very kind. Very kind, Nona. Okay. Love. Tell me about love. Oh. Yeah, it keeps talking about like work energies trying to interfere with like the love energy. So perhaps work is trying to get all of somebody's time. Yeah, somebody here is trying to get all of their time, and also something about okay, I'm getting jealousy. Okay, so somebody here may have like co-workers or friends, or you know, whoever it is, they have some sort of jealousy. It's like they want to have all of them. They want to consume all of them. They want to like always have them there, always be there at the ring of a bell, like and part of it has to do with the fact that there is also like somebody here has a crush or something in the workplace. Like there's a lot of like, ooh, somebody here is hot. Oh, this person's looking good. Like I'm getting there's a lot of like competitive energy too. It's very, I'm getting like catty. Okay, like very catty, or or like, what is it? A cockle-doodle fest or what have you. I don't know. But somebody here is just like, they're very interested. Very interested. Hello, Patrick. Welcome back. Like, literally, like, not even a minute ago, I was just like, oh, I'm picking up on it. I was like, an Aries. An Aries. Who was there? Who was there? Yeah, and then here we are. Here we are. Okay, so, oh, great to see you. So, somebody here gets like really jealous, okay? Getting a very jealous time. And so it's like they want to make their like presence known, okay? Oh, here I am, here I am. Yes, definitely the notification bell helps for sure. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's move forward. So, what else for the love? So remember, we need 5 more likes by the time I finish this portion. And I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So there's something about somebody here, even though they have like a lot of like emotions and all of that, they like to keep things hidden. Even though they may feel like a destined pool, or like they feel like, oh, the stars align perfectly for these two to come together at the perfect time. Like everything feels very like destined, right? But there's also this element of mysteries and like uncertainties. Think about a surprise. And then this could also be that it's like a very strong like online connection. And so somebody here that, I mean, it's definitely easier to not reveal everything when it's like very new. And if the interaction is mostly online. But there needs to be, okay, I'm getting some sort of like strategic energy. Somebody here needs to be very mindful and be deliberate with their actions, because it's like it can really come to a point where if there's no twist there, if there's no change, if something doesn't initiate, it's a dead end situation, okay? Oh my goodness. All right, Noah. Have a good night. Don't stay up too late. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Is there anything else? Hello, Arrow Mittens. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody here is like teeter-tottering. Oh, look at that. I see the hearts. That's cool. I am trying to be on. Noah asked if I'll be live streaming tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to be on every night. Every night, at least until maybe except for this weekend. not the weekends. Okay. But I'm gonna try to be on as much as I can. But at least until Thursday night. Yeah. I'm gonna try to be on every night so that Aries can have their reading just in time for August 1st, because I don't want to like, I want to kind of spread them out so I don't burn myself out. And so that's why I'm trying to like do at least one sign, you know, during the weekday. So I guess you can thank Patrick for that. You can thank Patrick because Patrick has been waiting for this Aries. He's been asking, like, oh, when will Aries be done? And so I thought of you, Patrick. I thought of you. I was just like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to come on tonight and do Scorpios. Kidding, not kidding. No, but I wanted to space myself out, pace myself so I don't, you know, burn myself out. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I think, yeah, it's a new point system, something like that. So each time, during each live stream, yeah, there's this like options to gain points or something, and then you'll be on the leaderboard. Yeah. So I think it helps, like the longer you're on it, the more points, or I don't know, something like that. That sounds about right. Anyway, so we need 3 more likes. 3 more likes. So let me just finish up. Anything else? Alright, good night. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, 2 more likes. We just need 2 more likes. Any final messages you want to say? Well, for some of you guys, it really is bedtime. It's just like, okay, so what I'm getting here is that there is this level of like exhaustion, okay? And somebody here has been splurging. I will say they have been splurging, especially when it comes to the flesh. Okay, somebody here has been indulging. Okay, but as I see here, it's like it's been part of the healing process. I see here somebody has had like a very stagnant period, and they want to come out of that. They want to like have a new beginning and start having momentum in other areas of their life, because like it's been very chaotic. What about their love life? Give me a little more specifics about their love life. Anything else? So somebody here has been very like stressed out because of their love life, in a sense, and time is needed. I see here time is needed to like regain confidence again. But so what's like the future of their love life? I am getting somebody here is going to be wasting time. Okay, they're going to be wasting time, or like not taking things seriously. Why? You know, perhaps this energy, they're like going through a breakup, or they recently went through a breakup, or a divorce, or a separation, or an argument, something like that, and they're just kind of like tired. Like they don't want to take love seriously, and they just want to like have fun, or like not have responsibilities, is what I'm seeing here. And I see here that there was like a financial toll as well from the previous connection. And it was also a psychological toll as well. Like, so their past was somebody's past love life was very, it was an emotional roller coaster. Okay. Hello, Ansha. No, no, no. Okay. No, no, no. No, no, no. If you're interested in a personal, all of that information can be found in the description of this video. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to, you know, just listen. Alright. Okay. So somebody here needs to stop talking to somebody from the past. They're wasting their time. They're going in circles. Somebody also has like mental problems. Okay. Hello, GM. Oh, GM is a Scorpio, and today has been so serious. Oh, Greg. Greg is GM. Okay, cool. Hi. Okay, so yeah, somebody here needs to stop talking to somebody from their past, because it's just like, oh, thank you. Somebody here is not able to break away from their past because they're still in touch with them. Like, why? Because there is some level of like fond memories, or perhaps there's like children involved, or all of that. But what's done is done. What's done is done. So, and if somebody finds out, somebody's gonna be pissed. So it's like, why risk it? Why risk it? You know? Oh, for sure. Okay, so well, congratulations, Scorpios, and those who are in here watching. You guys have met the goal. So what that means is we get to hear Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. Who's excited? I'm excited for you guys. Because some of the past signs, they weren't able to meet it. They weren't able to meet it, so it was just like, oh, you know. But I guess you guys were meant to hear it. So let's see what we have here. From Aries to Pisces, whether you are strong Aries placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, dealing with an Aries, or if you just happen to be listening in, right? No coincidence, okay? There may be something valuable, some different perspectives that you may need to hear at this time. So let's see what we have here. It's gonna be good. What do we need to know? Aries. Alright, so Aries, what I'm picking up is they're connecting with somebody that they feel like they can really like be themselves around. There's also this like youthful energy and just something about like things kind of falling into place and feeling magical, okay? And this was something that was like very much needed because it was beginning to feel like this person's life was missing something, was missing a little magic, you know, something like beautiful and like whimsical. I'm getting the word whimsical, you know, something to look forward to, because for the longest time just kind of felt like this energy was living day to day, same thing over and over again, and it just lost its beauty, so to speak. But now they feel like something's different. There has been a shift in this person's energy, and the energy that is like surrounding this person is like they're being motivated to open up, especially in an emotional sense. It's just like somebody here wants to get to know themselves better, and they're being motivated, like encouraged and inspired. But everything is happening very like naturally and organically, and it just feels right. But I will say, like, even though, you know, this person is connecting with somebody that they kind of like is fond of and adores in a sense, I am getting there some sort of like distance or not being able to be together, because, and somebody here, there is some level of insecurities, okay? It could be that, you know, they feel like they're not good enough, or they don't have enough going for them, or like perhaps their finances could be better, etc. But whatever the reality of this connection is, like, this person feels like there's a lot of honesty and truth behind this connection that makes them want to stay. Okay? Yeah. They want to see where this goes. They feel they like where how it feels now, and they want to see, you know, um, insecurities aside, or like being afraid of rejection aside. They just kind of feel like it feels right, it feels good, and they're hopeful that it's going to head in a direction that is going to be successful, that it feels successful. Okay? Taurus. Patrick wrote fantastic work. Thank you. Okay, so for Taurus, what I'm seeing here, so Taurus is connecting with somebody that they feel like they have a very soulful connection with. There's a lot of like chemistry, physical attraction, and all of that. But because somebody here is operating out of intellect and less from a emotional sense, it's been very difficult to be on the same page. They just kind of, somebody here feels like they're on different pages, even though there's a lot of like chemistry and attraction and passion within this connection. But it's just like somebody here, it's they have a very cold heart, or like they just kind of, it's they like their independence, or they don't like being told what to do, or something like that. And and so the person that is dealing with this, they're heartbroken. They're just like, well, they're clearly taking things the wrong way. The person that they're dealing with, like it seems to me like somebody doesn't truly understand each other, and is creating some sort of like distance. So there's definitely this misunderstanding and not seeing things eye to eye, because somebody really has their like guard up. And so because that guard is still up, it is showing that they haven't healed. And so somebody is trying to come from a very loving place, because they feel like that's what's needed to help heal this person, and kind of like open them up, and having them like release this burden. But remember, it takes two to be in a partnership. One person can't do all the work. One person can't fix the other individual. Okay, this is a reality that this energy needs to realize. Okay, because we don't want to bank on false happiness or a kind of optimistic logic that is not going to work in their favor, because at the end of the day it can feel like a fantasy. Okay, so what this person needs to realize is that it takes two to be in a connection. Okay, one side can't fix it, one side can't carry on the connection, because before we know it, it's going to be too heavy of a burden to hold. Okay, imagine trying to live a life for two people and like one person is just not taking any responsibility or putting in the effort. That's a recipe for disaster. Okay, so let's move on to Geminis. Me too. Geminis, Geminis. There's two in here. Yes. So Geminis has been somebody here has been living a lie. Okay, so what I'm getting here is somebody is very like sad and depressed, and they actually lack direction. Like they don't know what to do. Like they they know that they want to have a new beginning, a new start, but because they are consumed by their loneliness and discomfort and unhappiness, very depressive energy. Like it's, even if somebody here wants to kind of take a leap of faith and go after what they want, they feel depleted at this time. They feel like they're not wanted, or they're not worthy or lovable. Okay, these are the words that are coming through, and so this person, they're exhausted at this time because perhaps they used to have access to a kind of unconditional love that felt really good and safe, but because somebody here had, had like depression and all of that. Okay, it's not really, it's really being difficult. Okay. Well, because it's the Scorpio energy. Well, I am trying to stay focused because I want to be direct and making sure you guys have the information, because as much as I can be like chill and relaxed and all that, I do appreciate some level of efficiency. What can I say? No, but oh, all right, let's continue. So, but somebody here, like they want to continue working on this. Okay, they want to. They're learning. They are learning. They want to be fair. What is I feel like this portion, like somebody here is going through a very difficult time. So, like, what's the advice? I am picking up on somebody here has like a very deep rooted and seated fear of like something that they have no control over. I am getting something about whether that's like age or mental health, or just like being healthy. Okay, something about somebody here is also very like reckless, very reckless. And they're not really thinking things through before like taking action. So like an example would be like somebody here is not like wearing protection or something like that. Like they're just being reckless or anyways, that's part of the message that wanted to come up. Obviously that part is not going to resonate with everybody. But somebody here needed to hear that. So somebody here really needs to be a little bit more responsible because they have been reckless. Anything else? And they're like spreading themselves way too thin. Like it's like I'm getting like they're talking to multiple people. They are like not taking responsibility. It's just everything is like fun and games. And guess what? It isn't fun and games all the time. And that's the reason why the soul is just they feel stuck, and that's the reason why it doesn't matter like how many people this energy is surrounding themselves with, they feel lonely at the end of the day. And so when they are living recklessly, they're not going to feel like they have control over their life. And I can see that this is a spiral. Like I'm also getting addiction. Okay, so somebody here may be really tapping into some vices that they know is unhealthy, but they're doing it because they're not being responsible. Okay, so let's move on to Cancers. Okay, so for Cancers, what I'm saying here is I'm getting somebody here that is like being courted or being wooed or something like that. And it feels very like secretive and like, I don't want to say forbidden, but it just feels, it, it's giving off kind of playerish vibes. It's like nothing is like set in stone. It's, it's a dead end situation. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Hello, Siraj. Wrote hello and wrote, "Can I get a reading?" This is exactly what's happening. You're getting a reading right here, right now. All you have to do is less this, more this. That's it. If you're looking for more of a personal reading, all of that information can be found in the description of this video. But because I am good at what I do, even the general collective ones, they may feel personal, okay? Because I read energies, energies. So labels aside, whether you're a Scorpio or not, it is no coincidence that you're in here, okay? So let's see. Yes, yeah, and while you're in here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Siraj wrote that they are a Capricorn. Nice, nice. I dig it. Okay, so anything else for this Cancerian? So it's a very dead end situation. Like whatever is going on here, because I sense like there's like a lot like romance. There's like kind of like courtship and wooing energy, but it's like everything. Do you hear like the sirens going? This is like it's like a. I don't want to say false alarm, but it's just like this is I'm seeing red flag behaviors. Okay, so somebody here is just like they're not. It's just fun and games, really. Fun and games, like just writing love letters, hee hee, and like just, but it's like something feels very wrong. It feels very wrong here. Like there's manipulation going on. Things are very hidden and mysterious, and like there's secrets and if somebody is asked, if this person, hello Dolores, if somebody here, if they like ask about it, they get defensive and moody and like, and then it becomes like, no, we can't talk about it. Like it's exhausting. Oh, so exhausting. Like just tapping into this energy is just something's not right here. Something's not right. And so, what's the advice? What's the advice? So, if for those of you who are resonating, or those of you who knows exactly what I mean and what is going on, it's just like this person agrees. It is exhausting. It is so drama ridden and all of that. And so, somebody here, really has the option to exercise their free will. Will they continue to partake in this kind of energy or behaviors, or are they going to just stand up and just be like, no, this is not into this, and then move on? So somebody here really has the free will to do whatever they wish at this point. Okay, Leos. What does it feel like? Why is this coming out so slow? Okay, it's just like, like so I'm getting obviously, very like tiptoeing energy, and so I am getting like nervousness as well. So it's like somebody here, as much as they want to take leaps forward and take action, they haven't been doing that leading up to this point. They've just been very stagnant, not moving, not making a decision, trying to go within, trying not to speak. Okay, something about like being quiet, being silent, and reflecting, and like really sitting with somebody's emotions. Somebody's really sitting with their emotions. And I see here one of the reasons why this energy has the time and space to do that is because their their finances are also affected at this time. It's like perhaps it's very restricted, limited, not enough, or like it's just enough to keep them on track, but like they know they can't splurge and all of that. And the reason why it's like this is God like created this perfect scenario for this energy to be in this circumstance so that they can really like address this and like grow from this experience instead of being stuck there. And so right now this energy is trying to see the blessings in their life and address their like anxiety and insecurities because it has taken a huge toll on this person. It's so like yeah, so somebody here didn't want to move towards a connection for the longest time. Like they didn't want to move forward, even though there's a lot of like feelings. Their ego always pulled them back, always anchored from giving in to their emotions and what they wanted, and who the person that this energy was dealing with, they weren't going to fight this connection. It's just like if the connection is meant to be in their life, then it'll come to them. Like that's kind of like their mindset, and they've been just focusing on themselves. So advice. Okay. So I see here somebody is going to make a decision, or they already made a decision, and something about coming together and like finishing what was started. Okay. And so I do sense some sort of like coming together or union and like good times and all of that. Something about healing a broken heart. Anyways. Anyways. So let's go to Virgos. You know, thank goodness I put some level of a filter on this. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Patrick wrote, thank you, appreciate your reading. But yeah, thank goodness I put some level of filter on this, because, you know, sometimes, you know, there are people who test their boundaries. Hello, Gojo. Welcome. All right. Hello, Thomas. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Virgos. Are those with strong Virgo placements or dealing with the Virgo, etc.? What's going on? Alright, let's just take these. Okay, so I'm picking up on an energy that is like perhaps when it comes to like their work and finances, it has been very difficult. And the reason why, and this was all meant to happen. Okay, hello. And this was all meant to happen, like something about the finances had to be difficult. It had to be difficult for a reason outside of what somebody normally would think. Okay, it's like it almost is meant to be a bigger reason. Like there's a bigger reason why, And one of the aspect is ego. Okay, one of the mindset is ego, and I also see here about um, a romantic partnership. Okay, so one of the reasons why finances may be kind of like hard or difficult or not abundant as it used to be for this person is because they were attracting gold diggers. Okay, they were attracting gold diggers, like so. So it's like, oh, how do you make sure you don't get gold diggers? Well, making sure like this person is not like rich or abundant as it used to be, and even though it may be very difficult for this person to not be in a abundant situation as they used to be, because for some weird destined reason for why this energy needs to go through that. Uh, but it's ultimately to set things in balance. So what I'm seeing here is, okay, God wants to make sure that whoever this person is meant to end up with, that they're ending up with somebody that wants to be with them for them and not for their money. Okay, so not a gold digger. Okay, so and I'm getting here. Somebody's like, well, that's not working because somebody's saying, like, why do they need to suffer? Why do they need to suffer? And God is trying to say, that's the ego mindset. Remember, money comes and goes. So try not to have a defensive energy about that, because the root of what needs to be learned here is not about money. Okay, it's about finding a partnership that is responsible enough to put in the work. Okay, so if somebody here was looking for their end all be all, the person that they're supposed to end up with, what this person needs to realize is they need somebody that wants to work with them, that is willing to be in a partnership with them. And so this is heavy. This is very heavy energy that I'm picking up, because I'm picking up like, because this person, they know they're meant to be abundant, they know, but they can't help but feel like they're suffering because of other people. Okay, and so what's the advice? Okay, so the advice here is that, okay, this is the silver lining. Now we know what this energy has been attracting in the past. Broken people that is looking for, like a easy life, like being in somebody else's nest, and somebody who's a gold digger. Okay, so now that we know what this person has a tendency to attract, okay, and it's not to say that's the only people that they attract, but it's like sometimes, when somebody is abundant, They may get people that wants what they have, etc. And so God is trying to say, like, now we know what to recognize and what to look out for, and so now we want somebody that is like wants to has the same goals and wants to have a partnership, that wants to be in a partnership. And once this person is found, once there's an understanding that two people want the same thing, then things are going to move very quickly. And it's not going to be like chaotic quickly. It's going to be like very like solid, like somebody here put in the work, they know exactly what they want, they put in the hours, and they're very like focused. It's not fleeting because somebody here is invested. Okay. And so any final words? So, okay, the final words is I know it may be difficult. Like somebody here feels like, oh, things have been very difficult at this time. But just know that it was meant to be for your own benefit. And it's not always going to be like this. Okay? But it does feel like finance-wise, it needed to somebody here really needed to start from the ground up. I'm getting like this energy who needs to start from scratch. The way that they make money is going to be like revolutionary, something like very like different and like almost like never done before. And this person is never gonna have to worry about money again. And that was the Virgo energy. They never have their. It's something about they're going to put in the. It's like they're so thorough. Like they almost made like a foolproof kind of money making model. That it's they never have to worry about money again, and so and going forward, they don't have to worry about having people who are just in it for their money and well-being in mind, because they're able to recognize that. This somebody here is leveling up. Okay. Okay. So Libra. Libra. So I see here Libra does want a family. They do, but they're like, so I do get somebody here that's like kind of like on the fence. They're just like, do I want a family? Do I not want a family? Do I want to settle down? And it's very like nervous energy. And this is something that's been weighing heavily on their mind, because I'm getting like something about time, like time is ticking, and like, well, like what are we waiting for? Because somebody here, they're tired of like being alone. Like I'm getting somebody here has been alone for a long time. They've been just like trying to get into their spirituality and focus on themselves. Like I'm getting somebody here like who tries to like meditate or tries to like take time just to like quiet and just be at peace and all of that. Like they really try to ground themselves in a sense, and that has brought them a lot of like fulfillment and abundance, and they really do enjoy being in that. And but it's like they know that they're missing something. Like for somebody who is able to have so much love and is able to give so much, like they know that they're meant to share it, and so they don't want to, you know, walk this earth on alone, like that kind of energy. And so, um, but they do have some sort of like fear of liars, you know, deceitful people who may take advantage of their, you know, optimistic heart, so to speak, because, well, somebody just definitely doesn't want to be somebody's option. They want something monogamous here. What's the advice? What's the advice? Well, it's saying it is true. Not everybody is going to be the one or the person that is going to have success. There's a lot of energies that are sad, that wants company as well. And so it's kind of talking about God is trying to emphasize, like, be careful what you put out there. Okay, what kind of energy you put out there, because that might be the energy that you might be attracting. Okay, so if somebody here is defensive about love and is, you know, thinking like, oh, everybody is a liar, a cheater, and all of that, then what do you think this energy is going to attract? All these liars and players that, like, because somebody here believes that that's what's left. You know, that's what I'm getting. Um so God is trying to really encourage somebody's shift in mentality. Their perspective is, yes, we can accept the reality, but that doesn't mean there's not a diamond in the rough. There's no, you know, to every rule or every saying, right? There's always an exception. There is. And so it's just we can't always focus on what feels like it's been the norm, okay? We got to understand that not everybody is like that. Not everybody is like that, okay? All right, Scorpios. So I'm picking up on an energy that is like kind of cutthroat. Okay, I will say they have a tendency to just like let go of burdens. They just want to be like, oh, you you did something wrong. Oh, you don't want to fix it. You don't want to apologize. You don't want to, you know, try to mend and resolve and all of that. Bye. Out. Go. Like somebody here I'm getting doesn't have the patience. Well, maybe patience is not, well, they don't have tolerance, okay? That I feel like they don't have tolerance for BS, because they would rather spend the time that is their free time with people that they care about, And so I'm just getting this energy that just wants to move quickly. It's just like they're presented with something. Is it beneficial or is it toxic? If it's toxic, like it's out, out. Take it out. Take out the trash. Like somebody here is just they don't want to tolerate any BS anymore, and so if this energy was connecting with somebody that was kind of a player, okay, it's like it doesn't matter how much love and chemistry and good times was shared. It was like if somebody here is being a player, being in and out, and not taking things seriously, somebody here is going to say something or is going to they're not going to tolerate it. They have like no patience, like no tolerance. Advice. Look at that. Well, see, whoever is dealing with this energy, okay, it seems like they've seen the good side. They've seen how good it can get with this energy. But if somebody pulls back, if somebody doesn't give it their 110%, it's just like, then why? If it's, I'm getting, I'm kind of getting like, if it's not a, oh, Patrick, we're really enjoying tonight. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hello, Sophia. So what I'm getting here is, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Okay, if somebody is not giving 110%, if they're not all in it, then it's just why? Why? What is there like the middle? Why are we doing this? So somebody's like, either we're gonna do this or we're not. We're not going to be, tiptoeing around, and it's just no. Somebody could care less. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. So Sagittarius is pouring all their heart and love and dedication, loyalty to their work. Because they realize that when they did that when they poured all of that towards somebody that wasn't ready, was immature, perhaps had mental challenges, like, where it's like no matter how much they try to work something out, they just couldn't get through to them, and there was no results, no expansion. And so, because somebody here realized that it's not about, whether the grass is greener on the other side, it's where you water it, and whether or not where you water it is a fertile soil as well. Like, are they able to accept? Are they able to receive the love, care, and blessings that is being poured into the connection? Like, it really, it's the perfect person, environment, all of that. It really does play into factor, and somebody here it's like almost like they've cracked the code to living more authentically and happy and with confidence. Okay, it's about who we decide to surround ourselves with. You know, what we give our attention and chances towards. And so, somebody here is now more mindful of how they share their energy, okay, of who they invest with and who they don't. And so, any additional advice? Isn't that crazy? Your energy is it's coming in so strongly. So God wants to say, you know, the progress and the momentum and the pace, the consistency, great. Like somebody here is really taking the initiative to being productive and heal and being efficient. I do sense here sometimes, okay. Oh, hello, Tanisha. Just in time, right? No, definitely. Just in time. I definitely felt the Sagittarius energy. Definitely. So what God wants to say is during the very like healing time where it just kind of feels like because yes, there's going to be momentum and there's a lot of progress that I'm seeing here, but sometimes there's going to be some where there needs to be rest and there needs to be a slowdown, and during that time we may accidentally take a step back, or there's like a pause moment, but that doesn't, don't let it alarm you, okay? Don't let it alarm you. It happens sometimes, but the main thing is what we do from there. Are we going to refocus and come back, you know? And but at the same time we also need to acknowledge and honor when we need rest as well. And so it's saying overall, you know, I'm getting somebody here has really, you know, alchemized and transmuted and trying to balance themselves and to heal from wounds. Like I'm seeing a lot of progression, and God is saying, good job, excellent. Capricorn. So Capricorn. So what I'm getting here is that somebody did they did something they weren't supposed to. Okay, they did something that they weren't supposed to, and now they're all worried and stressed, and like, you know, they're wondering like, oh, did they say too much or too little? And somebody here is just overthinking the things at this point. And well, God is saying, well, you know, what's done is done. The fact that this energy just keeps replaying it over and over again in their mind, it is not helping them, because it's almost like they forget who they are. It's like they lack some sort of like discipline. Hmm. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that somebody had a weak moment. They had a weak moment. They had like they knew they could have done better, but they didn't. And the reason why is because there was somebody here who was tired, exhausted. Like they've been trying to pretend like everything was okay when it wasn't. And now it's kind of like blowing up on them. Things are not progressing. Any advice? It's a tough energy. It kind of is. Like I'm not. I feel like I'm not feeling well. Okay, so somebody here is they're stressing out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop. One more. Okay. What happened? Yeah. Okay, what are you stressed about? Relax. Okay, love. Okay. Money. Okay. What else? Okay, let's not make it too long, okay? But what I'm getting here is that there's third parties involved. Somebody's in love with somebody else. They know it's wrong, and but they can't help it. They feel like they have a soul connection to them, and it's. I'm also getting something about like perhaps somebody's already married or already connected, and it's like somebody here is either like the third person. They're the person that somebody here is cheating on them with, or something like that. What's the advice? Okay, manipulation is manipulation, and I see here that somebody is doing it because they're they're lacking, or they're like poor or something like that. So they're doing it because of the money. So don't be fooled when you see red signs. Like somebody here is only using the connection for like physical reasons. It's not gonna end up well. Like I'm getting the example, somebody here is trying to get the milk without buying the cow, like that kind of energy. It's like somebody here is trying to get something for free, and their whole somebody's integrity and the how they approach dating or romances and etc. It's like it's all in question. It's just because they know somebody here messed up. They know they could have done better, but they didn't. Okay, so this is something that this energy needs to work on. Like, what do you do now? What do you do now that you know? Do you continue to do it, or do you stop? Okay? Whew. Okay, alright. Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a fantastic day, Patrick. Okay. Oh, jeez Louise. I feel like, okay, we needed one more. That was intense. Wow. That got a little intense. Okay. Capricorn. That was Capricorn, right? Going through some stuff. And it's like they can't talk about it. And so that no wonder, but it's like it's coming to the point where this person is literally having a mental breakdown. Like they need to like really calm themselves, because I see here it's not going to be healthy for them. So if I help you somehow to like kind of relax and all of that, especially when I like ring the bell and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to replay those parts, or listen to those messages to help, because at the end of the day, I get what this energy is going through, okay? And what this energy needs to understand is you're not alone. You're not alone. And And it's not that nobody understands you. Okay, I clearly understand you. I understand what's going on. And so just relax. It's okay. Breathe. Breathe. It's going to be okay. Okay. Amazing. You got this. You got this. Okay. So let's move on to Aquarius. All right. So Aquarius is connecting with somebody who may be at a distance, but it's just like they're like, you know, head over heels. They want there to be something more within this connection. But they just kind of feel like it's a dead end situation, you know. They feel like the other person, like they want the world, you know, that they probably want a family and like, you know, marriage and kids and the white picket fence with rainbows in the back and cotton candy. Like, you know, somebody here, you know, and they understand like they do deserve all of that. They do, they want to give them all of this, but just kind of feels like it's a fantasy. You know, something does feel like a fantasy, that it's all in the mind. It could never come to be because nobody here is really taking action. And so, you know, I loved how it started, and it felt so like, oh, maybe it could go somewhere and it can be so many wonderful and beautiful things. And then, whoop, it's like back to reality. Somebody here kind of like woke up and was just like, wait a minute, you know. I'm getting here, somebody is having some sort of difficult time because they do want somebody that's like, that they do want to call their own, even though that's very hard for them to say. Like, they don't want to call anybody their own. They really do want somebody that they can like talk to and end the day with and not have their heart broken. Well, it's saying like, don't give up. Don't give up on that dream of like wanting, you know, something like that. I see here that it is possible, but it takes two. You know, if somebody here is still kind of getting over some sort of betrayal or heartbreak, or, and as a result has some level of resistance, okay, it's very difficult for them to be open and emotionally available, then that is definitely something that this energy needs to work on first before being able to attract and go after something that wants the same. So I see here it might take some time. But keep the hope alive. Keep the wishes big and grand, and at the end of the day, just keep working towards it. You know, keep working towards it. All right, so Pisces. Oh, Pisces, you're upset? Why are you upset? Alright, so Pisces, thanks. You don't know which side you're on. Roles can be reversed, but somebody here feels like person that they're connecting with, that they are like a flirt or something, but it's God wants to say, well, are they single? Are they single, ready to mingle? Oh, jeez. or it's almost like somebody here was expecting them to be loyal towards them, but it's just like they're not. It's like they haven't even said hello. They haven't even like said like that they were gonna go steady. They haven't even gone on a date, and they're just like, oh, are they single? Are they even talking? Like, hello, hello, Kojo. But yeah, somebody here is just like getting jealous and already like territorial about somebody that they're not even in a connection with. And God is just saying, whoa, chill. Um, and if somebody here, okay, oh, so if somebody here is just actually interested, then they really need to commit and like really need to take action, and it's just really put in the effort to like get to know them better is what I'm seeing here. Um, but it is talking about like being very mindful of the environment and the situation when there is the interaction, because sometimes like let's say if they are doing something where there's a lot of like burdens or finances involved, or like they have to have this demeanor of being professional or whatnot, then it's gonna be very difficult for them to like um, take the connection in a different direction. Okay. And so it really matters about the timing and the place, because it's going to be very difficult to have some sort of like romantic start if the foundation of it is like work or career related. Okay, it's going to be very difficult to transition from the professional level to something more, because the foundation was starting from a different place. So it just really matters about like where this energy wants to take the connection. Any advice? Okay, I'm getting here. Somebody is like, well, I want to take this direction. Take this connection in the direction of like marriage, commitment, and intimacy. What's the advice for them? Well, it's talking about like don't make them feel like an option. Don't make them feel like they want to make it they want it to feel like it's a one-on-one monogamous kind of interaction, and that they don't have eyes on other people, or there are no other options to think about. um, Somebody here really needs to like go all in. They can't just be like breadcrumbing, or their thing, or like kind of like, oh, you know, what if maybe what if this, what if that, like making it like little hints, little, no, it's not gonna work. Somebody here needs to be grand. They need to be grand. Otherwise, how will they know? How will they know the other person is interested, that they want something more here, that they want to come together? Um, if they don't do that, then it's just going to be what it is. It's going to be almost like a secret admirer kind of situation where nothing comes about, and things have to be kept professional because that's where it was rooted, not in a romantic sense. And so it just really depends on how this connection, where it wants to be headed, because there is going to be a lot of people who are going to be thinking similarly, and is going to do, everybody is going to do the same thing. So what is going to stand out if somebody here does something different, even if it means like risking being vulnerable and being vocal about their intentions. Yeah, but we all gotta take the step towards somewhere, and we see here if there is some level of confidence involved, and this person realized that they do have something amazing to offer, and that they can actually leave their ego at the door, then yeah, something amazing could come of this. I am getting, though, there may be some sort of like age difference, or like and distance. So, final advice for that. Let's see what we have here. Oh, don't, no lying, no lying. Okay, just be honest. No, no, pretending to be somebody's not. Just be honest and open, and if that happens, then yeah, somebody's like, okay, well, maybe they can take this connection seriously. Maybe they do mean things. They say what they mean and do what they say and all that good stuff. So is that it? Good. Anything else? No, that is it. Wonderful. Fabulous. Okay, so for those of you who have listened to the end, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. That is called dedication and consistency, and I dig it. I dig it, okay? And I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and if you would like to be notified of when I go live or post new content, feel free to click on that notification bell. But to hold you guys until next time, feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all the readings. They're technically timeless, so it doesn't matter when you see it, or labels aside, if you click on a video, it is no coincidence, okay? Anything else? No, that's it. Thank you for being here, and take it easy until next time. Do what you gotta do, whether that is working or working on yourself, whatever it is. Anything else? No, you got this, all right? Thanks again.